If someone had told me the love of my life wouldn't be the one who promised me forever, but the one who simply stayed, I would have laughed. I'm Lena Carter, and my life is far from perfect, just like anyone else's. I've made mistakes I can't undo, walked roads I should have stayed away from, and trusted people who never earned it. I've lost things I was sure I couldn't live without. But life has a strange way of looping back. When everyone else seemed convinced my story was finished, I was given what most people never get, a second chance to change it. Rain beat steadily and cold against my windshield as I drove through Silverbridge's quiet streets. Autumn had brushed the town in oranges and golds, yet the grey sky washed everything out, made it all feel dim, almost sorrowful. I turned onto Riverbend Avenue, my heartbeat kicking up a notch. Monica's outdoor gear shop sat on the corner, Summit Ridge Outfitters, the words on the sign she'd painted herself 5 years ago when she first opened the doors. I had not been here in a year, had avoided this entire street, but my hiking boots were worn through and I needed new ones before the winter trails opened. At least that was what I told myself. That was the excuse I used to finally come back here. "You okay?" Hazel asked from the passenger seat. She reached over and squeezed my hand. "We can go somewhere else if this is too weird." "No." I forced a smile. "It is fine. I am fine." I was not fine. I parked and sat there for a moment, staring at the storefront. The windows were decorated with autumn leaves and camping gear. Everything looked the same, like time had stopped the day I walked away. "Come on, let us get this over with." We walked through the rain to the entrance. The bell chimed when I pushed the door open. That same bell that used to make me smile. That used to mean I was coming home to her. The store smelled like canvas and leather and pine. Familiar, comforting, painful, and there she was. Monica stood behind the counter helping a customer. She wore a fitted black t-shirt with the sleeves rolled up, showing her defined biceps, dark jeans, a simple silver watch on her wrist. Her grey and black mixed hair was styled short and neat, masculine, strong. She looked exactly the same and completely different. Her black eyes met mine across the store. For 1 second, everything stopped. The customer talking, the rain outside, my breathing. Then she blinked, and the moment broke. "I will be right with you," she said to me. Her voice was rough, controlled. She turned back to her customer, like seeing me meant nothing. But I saw her hand shake slightly as she rang up the sale. Hazel pulled me toward the boot section. "Which ones do you need?" I could not focus on boots, could not stop watching Monica. The way she moved, the confident way she carried herself, the strength in her arms that used to hold me. "Stop it," I told myself. "You are here with Hazel. You moved on. This is just buying boots." But my body did not believe the lies my mind was telling. Monica finished with her customer, and walked over. Each step deliberate, controlled, like she was holding herself back. "Lena," she said my name carefully. "Long time." "Hi Monica." My voice came out smaller than I wanted. Her eyes flicked to Hazel, then back to me. "What can I help you with?" "Hiking boots," Hazel answered when I stayed silent. "She needs new ones." She remembered. Of course she remembered. She remembered everything about me. "Yes," I whispered. She walked to the back. I watched her go, watched the way her shoulders tensed, the way her hands clenched into fists, then relaxed. Hazel leaned close. "Are you sure you are okay?" "She is kind of intense." "That is just how she is," I said. But intense did not begin to cover it. Monica had always been like a storm, barely contained, powerful, dangerous, impossible to look away from. She came back with 3 boxes, set them down, knelt in front of me to help me try them on. Being this close to her again made my skin feel electric. I could smell her cologne, something masculine and woodsy, the same one she always wore. Her strong hands lifted my foot gently, slipped off my old boot. Her fingers brushed my ankle, and I had to stop myself from pulling away, or leaning into the touch. I did not know which. "Try this one first." She handed me a boot. I laced it up, stood, walked a few steps. "Too tight?" she asked. Her black eyes were watching me carefully, reading me like she always could. "A little." She brought another. This time when she touched my foot, her hand lingered for just a second longer than necessary. Hazel was looking at jackets across the store, not paying attention. And for that brief moment, it was just me and Monica like it used to be. "How have you been?" she asked quietly. "Good." Another lie. "You fine?" Her jaw clenched. "Store is doing well." The second boot fit perfectly. Of course it did. She always knew exactly what I needed. I will take these, I said. She nodded, stood, put the other boxes away. At the counter she rang up the sale. I handed her my card. Our fingers touched during the exchange. That same electricity, that same pole. After a whole year, it was still there. Thank you. I took my bag. Lena, she said my name again, softer this time. I looked up, met her eyes, saw everything she was not saying. The pain, the love, the questions. Yes, it is good to see you. She said it carefully like the words cost her something. You too, I managed. Then Hazel was beside me, ready to go. Babe. I nodded. Let Hazel take my hand. Let her lead me toward the door. I looked back once. Monica was watching me leave. Her expression was carefully blank, but her hands gripped the counter so hard her knuckles were white. The bell chimed, the door closed, and I was walking away from her again. In the car Hazel talked about the store, about how nice the boots were, about dinner plans, but I heard none of it. I was thinking about Monica's hands, her eyes, her cologne still lingering on my skin, and I was wondering why, after a whole year in a new relationship, my heart was still beating for the wrong person. That night, I could not sleep. Hazel was beside me, breathing softly, but I lay awake, staring at the ceiling, and remembering. 3 years ago, I met Monica at a hiking trail. I was lost, actually lost, with a useless map and a dying phone battery. She appeared like something out of a movie, confident, capable, strong. She helped me find my way back, offered to grab coffee after. I said yes without thinking. That coffee turned into dinner. Dinner turned into a weekend trip, and suddenly she was everywhere in my life. Monica was 25 years older than me. I was 29, then she was 54, but the age did not matter. She made me feel things I had never felt safe, wanted, alive. She took me to places I had never been. We drove up the coast to Northridge, hiked through forests where the trees were so tall they blocked out the sun, camped under stars, so bright they hurt to look at. This is my favorite place, she said. One night we were in Evergreen Ridge Reserve. A fire crackled between us. I come here when I need to think. It is beautiful. I moved closer to her. The night was cold. She wrapped her arm around me, pulled me against her side. You are beautiful. I looked up at her. Her gray-black hair caught the firelight. Her black eyes were soft in a way I was learning they only got with me. Kiss me, I said. She did, slow and deep, and full of promise. We made love that night in the tent. Her strong hands gentle on my skin, her mouth learning every place that made me wonder, her body moving with mine like we were made to fit together. After we lay tangled in sleeping bags and blankets, I love you, she said it quietly, like she was afraid of the words. I love you too. I meant it completely. We traveled everywhere that first year. She closed the store for a week, and we flew to Eldoria, stood under the northern lights, holding hands, watched the sky dance in colors I did not have names for. I want to show you the whole world, she said. Then show me. I kissed her. I want to see it all with you. We went to Aventura, ate pasta in small restaurants where the owners knew Monica by name, drank wine on balconies, overlooking Belmonte, made love in hotel rooms with windows open to let in the warm night air. In Rivienne, she took me to a tiny restaurant on a side street. Just us and candlelight and food that tasted like art. This is perfect, I said. You are perfect. She reached across the table, took my hand. I never thought I would find this. Find you. You have me. I promised completely, and I meant it. In that moment, I could not imagine loving anyone else, could not imagine being anywhere but with her. Every weekend, we explored somewhere new. She taught me how to rock climb, how to read trail maps, how to build a fire in the rain, how to be brave. You are stronger than you think, she said once. We were halfway up a cliff face. I was terrified. Trust yourself. I trust you, I said. Then keep climbing. I did. And when I reached the top, she was there waiting, smiling that rare smile she only gave me. See, she pulled me into her arms. You did it. We did it. I corrected. She kissed me there on that mountain, with the wind in our hair, and the whole world spread below us. That was when life was simple, when love was enough, when I thought nothing could break us. I turned over in bed. Hazel mumbled something in her sleep, reached for me. But I was not thinking about Hazel. I was thinking about Aventura and Eldoria and clifftops, about a time when I felt whole, about the woman I left behind. The problem started slowly in the second year. At first I thought Monica was just being protective, caring. She would text throughout the day, asking where I was, what I was doing, when I would be home. Just want to make sure you are safe, she would say. And I believed her, felt loved, felt important. But then it got more frequent, more intense. Where are you? She would text. Coffee with Mia. I would reply. Where the place on Willow Lane. Send me the address. Why? I want to know where you are. I sent it to keep the peace, to make her happy. Then she started showing up, just to check in, just to say hi, just to make sure I was okay. This is weird, Mia said one day. Why does she need to know where you are every second? She just worries. I defended her. It is sweet. It is controlling, Mia said. I did not want to hear it. Did not want to see what was happening. Monica started commenting on what I wore. That skirt is too short, she said one morning. It is fine. Other women will look at you. So I do not like it. Her jaw clenched. Can you wear something else? I changed to avoid a fight, to make her happy. It became a pattern she would suggest. I would comply over and over until I stopped choosing my own clothes. I just wore what she liked. My friends noticed too. We barely see you anymore. My friend Nina once said, Monica always has plans for you too. We love hanging out, but you used to have your own life. Her brow creased with worry. Do you even work anymore? I did. I was still working from home as a graphic designer, but Monica interrupted all the time. She always wanted to know who I was talking to, what projects I was working on. She'd suggest I cut back, work less so we could spend more time together. I have deadlines, I'd remind her. But I want you, she'd insist, gently tugging me away from my computer. Take a break. At first it felt romantic, flattering even. She wanted me that much, needed me that much. But slowly, the cracks started to show. I began missing deadlines, losing clients. My work suffered because I couldn't concentrate, couldn't breathe, couldn't have any space. The phone checking started around month 20. One day I left my phone on the counter, and when I came back, she was scrolling through my messages. What are you doing? I snatched it from her hand. Just making sure you're not hiding anything, she replied, like it was the most reasonable thing in the world. I'm not hiding anything. Then you shouldn't mind me checking. That's private. We shouldn't have secrets. Her dark eyes had turned sharp, unyielding. Couples share everything, I said. Not their phones. That's mine. We argued. Really argued. She insisted I was being suspicious, that if I truly had nothing to hide, I'd let her look. I told her she was being controlling, paranoid, acting crazy. She broke down, cried, apologized, said she was just terrified of losing me, that she loved me so much it made her act irrationally. I forgave her. Of course I did. But after that, she just got sneakier. I'd catch her reading over my shoulder, or notice her glancing at my laptop the moment I left the room. She questioned every notification, every message, every call. Who's Jordan? She asked one night. A client. You text a lot about work. Are you sure that's all it is? Yes, I said, tired down to my bones. I'm sure. Then she started shrinking my world. Not outright, never in a way that could be easily named, just by always having something planned, always making me feel guilty for choosing anyone else over her. I thought we could go hiking this weekend, she'd say. I promised Mia I'd have dinner with her. I'd answer. Her expression would fall. I see. You'd rather be with her. That's not fair. I'd protest. You're right. Go have fun without me. She'd murmur, wounded. So I'd cancel. I chose her again and again, until my friends stopped asking me to come out, until invitations stopped appearing on my phone, until it was just me and Monica, sealed off together. And I stayed, because I loved her, because I thought love meant sacrifice. Thought it meant always putting someone else first. I didn't understand yet that real love isn't supposed to feel like you're slipping under, like you're slowly silently drowning. The end came on a cold autumn night. We were at her house. I was working on a project that was already late. A client had been calling all day, and I kept missing deadlines, because Monica needed attention. Come to bed, she said, for the third time. I have to finish this. You always have to finish something. She was annoyed. You care more about work than me. That is not true. I kept typing. I just need to get this done. She walked over, closed my laptop. Hey, I pulled it back. I am working. Not anymore. She took the laptop, put it on a high shelf. Give that back. I stood. No, she crossed her arms. You spend too much time working. Too much time on that phone. Too much time away from me. Because you are suffocating me. The words burst out. You control everything. What I wear, who I see, what I do. I cannot breathe. I love you, she said. Like that explained everything. I just want to take care of you. You want to control me. I was shaking. There is a difference. I follow you because I care where you are. I check your phone because I trust you. I choose your clothes because I want you to look beautiful. You follow me because you are obsessive. I shop back. You check my phone because you do not trust me. You choose my clothes because you want to control what other people see. Her face went hard. That is not fair. Fair. I laughed, but there was no humor in it. You know what is not fair? Not having any privacy, not having any freedom, not being able to make a single choice without you questioning it. I question because I care. You question because you do not trust me. I moved toward the door. I cannot do this anymore. Do what? Her voice went quiet. Dangerous. This US. I grabbed my coat. I need space. I need my life back. Your life is with me. She followed me. We are a team. We do everything together. No, you do everything. I turned. I just follow along. I have lost myself in this relationship. Lost who I am. I do not even recognize myself anymore. Then let me help you find yourself. She reached for me. We can work on this. I stepped back. I need to be alone. I need to figure out who I am without you watching every move. Lena, please. Her voice cracked. Do not do this. I have to. I love you, but I cannot love you, and lose myself at the same time. Tears streamed down my face. So that is it. Her black eyes were wet. You are leaving me. I am leaving us. I opened the door. The US that has become toxic, unhealthy, suffocating. I can change. She grabbed my arm. I will stop checking your phone. I will give you space. I will do whatever you need. You have been saying that for months. I pulled away gently, but nothing changes, and I cannot wait anymore. I cannot lose any more of myself. What about what I lose? She was crying now, really crying. I lose everything. I lose you. I know my heart was breaking. I am sorry, but I have to go. Please. She fell to her knees, actually knelt on the floor, and begged, please do not leave me. I need you. I cannot live without you. Seeing her like that strong, independent Monica on her knees crying, it almost broke my resolve. But I thought about my lost clients, my abandoned friends, my suffocated self. I love you, I said one more time. But love is not enough, not when it makes me disappear. Then I walked out into the rain, drove home crying so hard I could barely see, and knew I had just broken both of us beyond repair. I did not know what happened to Monica after I left. I blocked her number, avoided her street, tried to move on, but I heard things. Small town people talk. My friend Nina told me first. I saw Monica at the bar last night, she said carefully. She was really drunk. Oh, I did not want to know, but I asked anyway. Is she okay? I do not think so. Nina looked worried. She kept ordering whiskey. The bartender tried to cut her off, but she got angry. It was kind of scary. Guilt twisted in my stomach. Did she say anything? She asked about you. Nina admitted. Asked if I knew where you were, if you were okay, if you were seeing anyone. What did you tell her? Nothing. I said I had to go. Nina touched my arm. Lena, I know the breakup was hard, but you made the right choice. She was not healthy for you. I know, but knowing did not make it hurt less. A month later, I ran into one of Monica's employees at the grocery store. How is the store doing? I asked, trying to sound casual. Not great, he said. Honestly, Monica has not been herself. She comes in late, leaves early, does not pay attention to inventory or customers. We are losing business. Oh, more guilt piled on. I think she is drinking. He lowered his voice. I can smell it on her sometimes, and her hands shake. I went home and cried. Hated myself for hurting her, for being the reason she was falling apart. But Nina reminded me, you did not make her drink. That is her choice. You had to leave. You had to save yourself. I know, I said again, but it felt like a lie. 2 months after the breakup, I saw her truck parked outside a bar at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I should have kept driving, should have minded my own business, but I parked, went inside. She was at the corner table, 3 empty glasses in front of her. Her gray-black hair was messy, her clothes wrinkled. She looked like she had not slept in days. I almost turned around, almost left before she saw me, but her black eyes found mine, and for a moment she looked like she used to before everything went wrong. Lena, she said my name, like a prayer and a curse. Hi, I moved closer. Are you okay? She laughed, bitter and broken. Do I look okay? No, I said, honestly. Then there is your answer. She drank from her glass. What are you doing here? I saw your truck, and you came to check on me. Her voice was sharp. How nice, how caring. Monica, do not Monica me. She stood swayed slightly. You left me. You do not get to care anymore. I still care. Tears burned my eyes. I still love you. I just could not stay because I loved you too much. She said it like an accusation. Because I wanted to keep you safe. Because I needed you. Because you suffocated me. I said gently. There is a difference between love and obsession. Maybe she sat back down. Or maybe there is no difference at all. I left her there, left her drinking alone, hurting alone, and I cried all the way home. That was 3 months after the breakup. I did not see her again, after that, until today, until I walked into her store, and saw her looking put together, looking strong, looking like maybe she was surviving after all. But I wondered late at night, when I could not sleep, when Hazel was beside me, but I felt alone. I wondered if Monica was still drinking, still hurting, still loving me with the kind of obsession that destroys. And I wondered if part of me would always love her back. 6 months after leaving Monica, I met Hazel. She was at a coffee shop working on her laptop. I noticed her black hair first, long and shiny, then her smile when she caught me looking. Hi, she said simply. Hi, I smiled back. We started talking. She was a graphic designer too, worked remotely for a company in Westport City. We exchanged numbers, met for coffee again, then dinner. Hazel was easy, light. She did not ask where I was, every hour, did not check my phone, did not follow me places. She let me breathe. Want to come over? She asked after our 3rd date. I said yes. Being with Hazel felt safe, uncomplicated. She kissed me and I felt something. Not the fire I felt with Monica, but something warm, comfortable. We started dating officially a month later. I really like you, she said one night. We were at her apartment watching movies. I like you too. I meant it, or I wanted to mean it. Hazel was good for me. She encouraged my work, celebrated my successes, gave me space when I needed it. Everything Monica could not do. Tell me about your ex, Hazel asked one night. Not much to tell. I lied. We dated. It did not work out. Was it bad? It was complicated. I did not want to talk about Monica. Did not want to bring that darkness into this light thing with Hazel. Well, I am glad it did not work out. Hazel kissed me, because now I have you. Now you have me. I agreed. But sometimes at night, I would wake up and think about gray-black hair and black eyes, about strong arms and masculine cologne, about a love so intense it burned, and I would feel guilty because Hazel deserved someone who was all in, who did not have ghosts. You okay? Hazel would ask when she caught me staring into space. Fine, just thinking about a project. Another lie. I was getting good at those. We had been together 6 months now, living separately, but spending most nights at her place or mine, working during the day, making dinner together, watching shows, being normal. It was nice. It was healthy. It was everything I needed. So why did I still feel empty? Come out with me tonight, my friend Nina begged. You never go anywhere anymore. I go places, I protested. Work in Hazel's apartment, do not count, she said. Come on, just one drink like old times. Hazel was visiting her parents in Westport City for the weekend. I had the house to myself. No reason to say no. Okay, 1 drink. Nina picked me up at 8. We drove to the small pub on the edge of town, the kind of place with dim lights and good music, and locals who knew each other. Autumn rain fell softly outside. Inside was warm and cozy, the smell of beer and fried food, low conversations and laughter. We found a table near the back, ordered drinks, started catching up. How are things with Hazel? Nina asked. Good, really good. You do not sound convinced. I am. I insisted. She is great. We are great. But nothing. I changed the subject. How is work? Nina let it go. Started telling me about her job, her new apartment, her dating disasters. I was laughing at something she said when I felt it. That prickling sensation of being watched. I looked up, and there she was. Monica sat alone at a table near the bar. She wore a black fitted t-shirt and dark jeans. Her grey-black hair was neat. Her black eyes were fixed on me. My heart stopped, then started racing. Is that her? Nina followed my gaze. Your ex? Yes. I could not look away. Do you want to leave? No, I said too quickly. I am fine. We are fine. But I was not fine. I could feel her staring. Could see the pain in her eyes, even from across the room. Could see the love she never stopped feeling. I turned back to Nina. Tried to focus on her words. Tried to ignore Monica's presence burning into my back. Lena, you are not listening, Nina said. Sorry. What? Never mind. She sighed. Just go talk to her. No, you are torturing each other. Nina said gently. Just say hi. Clear the air. I cannot, because if I went over there, if I got close to her, I did not trust myself, not to fall apart. So I stayed in my seat, laughed at Nina's jokes, pretended everything was fine. But I could feel Monica across the room, could feel the weight of her stare, could feel my heart pulling toward her, like it always had. The pub had live music on weekends, a small stage in the corner, local people taking turns singing. I was not paying attention, was trying very hard not to look at Monica, not to acknowledge she was there. Then I heard movement, looked up, and she was walking to the stage. No, please no. She picked up the microphone, spoke to the guitarist. He nodded and started playing. A slow, sad melody filled the room, and then Monica started singing. Her voice was rough, deep, full of emotion. I recognized pain I had caused. The song was about lost love, about regret, about missing someone so much it hurt to breathe. And she sang it looking right at me. Everyone in the pub was watching her, but she only saw me. Her black eyes held mine, refused to let go. She moved closer as she sang, walked off the stage, through the tables straight toward me. Nina looked uncomfortable. I felt frozen. Monica stopped a few feet away, still singing, still pouring her heart out in front of everyone. The lyrics talked about mistakes, about wishing for second chances, about love that never dies even when it should. I felt tears building, felt my chest getting tight, felt jealous of the intensity of her ability to be so open, so raw. When the song ended, the whole pub applauded, but Monica did not smile, did not acknowledge anyone else. She just looked at me one more time, then walked away. Went to the bar, ordered something strong. That was intense, Nina said quietly. Yes, my voice shook. She still loves you. I know. Do you still love her? I did not answer, could not answer, because the truth was too complicated, too painful, too real. 10 minutes later, I needed air, needed space, needed to get away from Monica's eyes following me. I am going to the restroom, I told Nina. I walked down the narrow hallway, pushed open the door, and found Monica there, washing her hands. We both froze. Lena, she said. Something snapped inside me. All the confusion, the guilt, the anger at her, for making me feel things, for singing that song, for looking at me like I was the only person in the world. I walked in, locked the door behind me. What was that? I demanded. What was what? She dried her hands slowly. That song, singing it to me in front of everyone. I was just singing. Her voice was flat. If you felt something that is on you, you looked right at me. I moved closer. You made it about us. Everything is about us, Lena. She turned. It always has been. It always will be. No. I shook my head. There is no us. I am with Hazel now. I moved on. Did you? She stepped closer. Because from where I stand, you look pretty affected.
Because you are ruining my life. The words burst out. My relationship with Hazel is falling apart because I cannot stop thinking about you. Because every time I try to move forward, you are there in my head, in my heart, everywhere. That is not my fault. Her voice rose. I did not ask you to think about me. I did not ask you to come to my store. I did not ask you to be here tonight. You sang that song, so she was angry now, frustrated. You left me. You do not get to be mad that I still have feelings. You do not get to blame me for your guilt. I left because you were controlling. I was loving. She shot back. There is a difference, is there? I challenged, following me everywhere, checking my phone, choosing my clothes. I was protecting you. Her jaw clenched, caring for you, making sure you were safe. I did not need protecting. I was shouting now. I needed freedom. I needed trust. I needed a partner, not a guard. Then why are you here? She moved closer until we were inches apart. If you are so happy with Hazel, if you are so over me, why are you standing in this bathroom, yelling at me? I opened my mouth, closed it, had no answer, because she was right. I should not be here, should not care, should not feel my heart racing just from being close to her. Exactly, she said softly, dangerously.
You cannot forget me either. That does not mean anything. It means everything. Her black eyes burned into mine. You can lie to yourself. You can pretend with Hazel, but you cannot lie to me. I know you, Lena. I know you still feel this. You are drunk, I said, smelling the alcohol on her breath. So she smiled, but it was not happy. Does not make it less true. Then before I could move, before I could think, she wrapped her strong arms around me and pulled me against her. Her lips crashed into mine, hard, desperate, full of a year of missing me. I tried to push away, tried to remember Hazel, tried to remember why I left, but Monica's arms were so strong, her kiss so familiar, her body against mine feeling like coming home. I made a sound, half protest, half surrender. She deepened the kiss, her tongue finding mine, her hands gripping my waist, like she was afraid I would disappear. And I kissed her back. God help me. I kissed her back. All the feelings I had been pushing down came flooding up, the love, the want, the need I thought I had killed. Her hands moved up my back into my hair. She kissed me like she was drowning and I was air, and I let her. For one moment, I let myself feel everything. Then reality crashed back. Hazel, my new life, all the reasons I left. I pushed against her chest hard, using all my strength against her muscular frame. No, I finally broke free. No, we cannot, Lena. She reached for me. Stay away from me. I backed toward the door. This was a mistake. You are drunk. I am confused. This meant nothing. Liar, she said it quietly. That kiss meant everything, and you know it. I unlocked the door, hands shaking. Lena, please, her voice cracked. Do not run again, but I did. I ran out of that bathroom through the pub, past Nina calling my name, out into the rain, into my car, and I drove home crying so hard I could barely see the road. When I got home, I stood in the shower, letting water wash away her touch, her taste, her scent, but nothing could wash away the way that kiss made me feel. The way my body responded, the way my heart sang for the first time in a year. I was in trouble, deep trouble, because Hazel deserved better than this. Better than someone who kissed their ex and felt alive for the first time in months. And Monica deserved better too. Better than someone who kept running, kept hurting her, kept coming back into her orbit just to leave again. I did not sleep that night. Just lay in bed touching my lips where hers had been, smelling the masculine cologne that lingered on my clothes and hating myself for wanting more. The next morning, I woke up exhausted. The kiss played on repeat in my mind all night. Hazel called, "Hey babe, how was your night with Nina?" "Fine." The lie came easily now. "How are your parents?" "Good. Miss you though," she said. "I will be back tomorrow." "Great. I miss you too." Another lie. Or maybe not. I did miss Hazel. Missed the simplicity, the ease. But I could not stop thinking about Monica, about her strong arms, her desperate kiss, her rough voice saying my name. I tried to work, opened my laptop, stared at the screen, typed nothing. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw her, felt her, tasted her. This is crazy, I said out loud to my empty house. You left for a reason. She was controlling, obsessive, unhealthy, but my body did not care about reasons. My body remembered how right it felt to be held by her. How safe. Despite everything, how complete. I touched my lips. They still tingled from her kiss. My phone buzzed. A text from Nina. Are you okay? You ran out so fast last night. I am fine. Just needed air. Did something happen? With Monica, I did not answer. Could not put into words what happened, what it meant. That afternoon, I cleaned my house, did laundry, cooked food, anything to keep busy, to stop thinking. But when I opened my closet, I saw the hiking boots I bought from her store, saw the jacket she gave me on our first camping trip, saw traces of her everywhere. I had not thrown anything away, had kept it all like some part of me, knew this was not over. That night, I tried to sleep early, but at midnight, I was still awake, still replaying the kiss, still feeling her hands on me. I got up, made tea, sat by the window watching rain fall. Silverbridge was quiet, dark, everyone sleeping except me, and somewhere out there, Monica was probably awake too, probably drinking, probably thinking about me. We were both trapped, both caught in this thing between us that never ended, that maybe never would. I wanted to call her, wanted to drive to her house, wanted to finish what that kiss started. But I did not, because I was with Hazel, because I made a choice, because going back to Monica meant losing myself again. At least that is what I told myself over and over until the sun came up, and I had to face another day pretending everything was fine, pretending I did not still love the woman I left behind. Hazel came home the next afternoon. I picked her up from the bus station. Miss me, she kissed me when she got in the car. Of course I kissed her back, but it felt wrong. After kissing Monica, everything felt wrong. You seemed distracted, Hazel said, as we drove. Everything okay, just work stuff. Another lie to add to the pile. We went back to her apartment. She unpacked while telling me about her visit. Her mom, her dad, her childhood bedroom. I tried to listen, tried to care, but my mind kept wandering, back to Saturday night. Back to that kiss. Lena, Hazel snapped her fingers. Are you even listening? Sorry, yes, your mom made your favorite dinner. I said that 5 minutes ago. She looked frustrated. What is going on with you? Nothing. I am just tired. She studied me. Did something happen while I was gone? No, I said too quickly. Everything was fine, but Hazel was not stupid. She saw something in my face, some guilt I could not quite hide. Okay, she said slowly. If you say so. The next few days were strange. Hazel seemed off, distant. She was on her phone constantly, smiling at messages, taking calls in the other room. Who was that? I asked after one call. Just a friend. Which friend? Does it matter? She was defensive. Since when do I need to report every call? You do not. I was just asking, but I noticed more. She started going out more, running errands that took hours, coming home vague about where she had been. I need to pick up some things, she would say. Want company? No, I will be quick. But she would not be quick. Would come back 3 hours later with nothing to show for it. Part of me knew something was wrong. Part of me should have been worried, should have asked more questions. But another part, the guilty part that kissed Monica, that part felt like I deserved this. Whatever this was, you can have privacy, I told myself. You respect her space, but deep down, I knew the way someone knows when things are shifting, when someone is pulling away. I just did not want to see it yet, did not want to deal with it, was too busy thinking about someone else to notice my relationship falling apart. It happened on a Tuesday afternoon. Hazel and I were both working from home, her in the bedroom, me in the living room. Her phone buzzed on the coffee table. She was in the bathroom. The screen lit up, a message from a contact named Ray. Let's meet tomorrow at 4 p.m. baby. My stomach dropped. I stared at the message. Read it again and again. Baby. Someone was calling my girlfriend. Baby. Hazel came out of the bathroom, saw me looking at her phone. Did I get a message? She asked. Too casual. Too. Yes. I handed it to her. From Ray. She looked at the screen. Her face went pale, then red. Who is Ray? I asked quietly.
A friend who calls you baby. It is nothing. She shoved the phone in her pocket. Just a joke. Let me see your phone. I stood. No, Hazel, let me see your phone. Why? She backed away. You do not trust me.
No.
Why are you getting messages like that? I moved closer. Who is Ray? I told you. A friend. Friends, do not say baby. My voice rose. What is going on? Nothing. She was getting angry now. Defensive. You are being paranoid. Am I? I felt tears building because from where I stand someone is calling you baby, and asking to meet you, and you will not tell me who, because it is none of your business. She shot back. I am allowed to have friends, to have privacy, not when they call you baby. I was shouting now. Not when you hide messages, not when you lie about where you are going. I have not lied. Really, I challenged. Where were you yesterday for 3 hours running errands? What errands? I do not have to tell you everything. She grabbed her keys. I need air. Hazel, wait. But she was already out the door, gone, leaving me standing in her apartment with her message burned into my brain. I sat on the couch, stared at the wall, and knew I knew what was happening, what had probably been happening for weeks. Hazel was cheating, or about to cheat, or whatever space between faithful and unfaithful she was occupying. And I should have been devastated, should have been crying, should have been chasing after her. But instead, I was thinking about Monica, about how she never would have done this, about how her problem was loving too much, not too little, about how I ruined something real for something easy, and now the easy thing was falling apart, too. Maybe I deserved this. Maybe this was karma. What I did to Monica, coming back around. I sat there until it got dark. Until Hazel came back. Until we had to face what was breaking between us. Hazel came back 2 hours later. I was still on the couch waiting. We need to talk, I said when she walked in. I know. She sat across from me, not beside me. That told me everything. Who is Ray?
Yay.
I asked again. Someone I met online. She would not look at me. A few weeks ago. My heart sank. Are you seeing her? We have met a few times. She picked at her nails. Just coffee talking, and she calls you baby. It just happened, Hazel said. I did not plan it, but you let it continue. I felt numb. You let someone else call you that, text you that while you were with me. You have been distant. She looked up now, defensive. Ever since you saw your ex, you are here, but you are not really here. So this is my fault. I did not say that. She sighed. But Lena, you have been different, distracted, like part of you is somewhere else. She was right. Part of me was somewhere else, with someone else, but that did not excuse this. So instead of talking to me, you found someone new, I said. I did not mean for it to happen. She actually looked guilty now, but she is. She makes me feel wanted, like I matter, and I do not make you feel that way. Not lately, she said quietly. Lately, you make me feel like I am not enough, like you are settling. The words hit hard, because they were true. I was settling, was trying to force something that was not right, was using Hazel to forget Monica. I am sorry, I meant it. You deserve better than someone who is half in. So do you, she said. You deserve someone you love completely, not someone you are with because they are safe. We sat in silence, both knowing what came next, both too tired to fight it. We should break up, she said, what we were both thinking. Yes, I agreed, we should. I am sorry, she said. Me too, but neither of us was really sorry. We were both relieved, finally admitting what we knew for weeks. This was not real, this was not love, this was two people trying to be something they were not. I will come get my things tomorrow. I stood. Okay, she walked me to the door. Lena, yes, I hope you figure out what you really want, she said gently, and I hope you stop running from it. I knew what she meant, knew she was talking about Monica, about the woman I could not forget, no matter how hard I tried. I drove home alone, cried a little, not because I lost Hazel, but because I wasted 6 months on something that was never right, because I hurt someone who deserved better, because I was still the same person running from the same feelings. At home, I sat in the dark, thought about calling Monica, thought about driving to her house, thought about finally admitting what I had known all along. I never stopped loving her, never really left her, just ran away and pretended. But I did not call, did not drive, did not do anything because some part of me was still scared, still believed I made the right choice leaving, even if that choice left me completely alone. A week passed. Hazel and I did not talk again. I got my things from her apartment, when she was at work, left my key, closed that chapter. I worked, ate, slept, went through motions, but I felt hollow, empty, lost. Every day I thought about Monica, wondered what she was doing, if she was okay, if she still thought about me. Then one afternoon, I could not take it anymore, could not sit in my house alone with my thoughts, could not keep pretending I was fine. I got in my car, drove to her store, needed to see her, talk to her, figure out what this thing between us was. But when I got there, the store was closed, lights off, door locked, a sign said closed, until further notice. My heart started racing. Why was it closed? Was she all right? Had something happened? I dialed her number. It rang and rang. No answer. It went to voicemail.
Oh, souls.
Monica, it's me. I wanted to talk. Call me back, please. I ended the call, and stood there in the autumn rain outside her store, feeling panic slowly crawl up my spine. She always answered. She always kept the shop open. Something was definitely wrong. I still remembered where she lived. I hadn't been there in over a year, but the route was burned into my mind. I drove through Silverbridge's quiet streets, climbed the hill to her apartment building, parked, and stared up at her window. The light was on. She was home. I got out of the car, went up the stairs, and knocked on her door. I waited. Nothing. I knocked again. Monica, it's Lena. I know you're in there. Please open the door. At last I heard movement, the click of the lock, the door easing open, and then she was in front of me. She looked awful. Her grey-black hair was tangled, her dark eyes bloodshot. She was in sweatpants and a t-shirt, and the sharp smell of alcohol clung to her. Lena, she said, like my name was something she wasn't sure she could trust. Can I come in? I asked softly. She stepped aside, letting me pass. The apartment was dim. Bottles crowded the counter. Dishes were stacked in the sink. It looked like she hadn't gone out in days. Monica, what happened? I turned to face her. Why is the store closed? Couldn't do it anymore. She leaned back against the wall, shoulders sagging. Couldn't pretend everything was fine. Couldn't smile at customers when I'm dying inside. You're drunk, I said, very observant. She almost smiled, but it stopped short of her eyes. You always were smart. How long have you been like this? Does it matter? She pushed off the wall, started toward the couch, and stumbled. I caught her before she fell. Her body was still strong, still solid, but there was a shakiness in her, a brokenness I'd never seen before. Come on, I murmured, guiding her to the couch. Sit down. Why are you here, Lena? She asked, looking up at me. Why do you keep showing up? Keep leaving, keep torturing us both. I don't know, I admitted. I just needed to see you. Hazel find out about the kiss? She asked. We broke up because of me, I said, because of a lot of things. I sank down beside her. She was seeing someone else. I'm sorry, Monica said, and she was. Even drunk, even shattered, she still meant it. It's fine. We weren't right for each other anyway. And we were. She looked at me, eyes searching. Because I remember us being very right, until I ruined it. You didn't ruin it alone, I said quietly. I could have talked to you, could have told you what I needed, instead of just leaving. Would I have listened? She asked. Honestly, I don't know. We fell silent. The only sound was the rain tapping against the windows, while we sat there, both of us lost in what we'd had, and what might have been. Then Monica's eyelids began to droop, the alcohol finally pulling her under. You need to sleep, I said. Stay. She grabbed my hand, gripped tight, and desperate. Please, just for a little while. I can't be alone tonight. Her black eyes were pleading, desperate, so unlike the strong woman I knew. Okay, I said. I will stay until you fall asleep. She smiled, small and grateful. Let me help her to the bedroom. And that was when I saw it. The bedroom door opened and I froze. One entire wall was covered in photographs of me, hundreds of them, carefully framed, arranged like art, like a shrine. Oh my God, I whispered. Monica was behind me, swaying slightly. I know it is pathetic. It is not pathetic. I moved closer, saw myself everywhere, every moment we shared, captured and displayed. I could not let you go, she said. Even when you left, I kept you here, kept us here. It is all I have left. I touched one photo, us in Eldoria under the northern lights. We looked so happy, so in love, so sure of forever. I miss this, I said. Miss us, miss who we were. Me too. She was beside me now looking at the same photo. Every single day I miss you. Tears filled my eyes. I am sorry. I am so sorry for hurting you, for leaving, for not fighting harder to fix us. You tried, she said. I just could not change fast enough, could not stop being scared of losing you. So I held tighter, and you ran because I was suffocating. I know, she turned to me, and I am sorry too for controlling you, for not trusting you, for loving you so much. I forgot to let you breathe. We stood there looking at each other, both broken, both still in love, despite everything. Stay tonight, she said again. Please, I need you, Monica. I shook my head. This is not a good idea. I do not care. She reached for me. I need you here, even if it is just one night, even if you leave again tomorrow. I need this. Her black eyes were so desperate, so full of love and pain and need. I should have said no, should have left, should have protected us both from more hurt, but I was tired of running, tired of pretending, tired of being anywhere but with her. Okay, I said softly. One night, she smiled, relief washing over her face. I helped her into bed. She was already half asleep, pulled by exhaustion and alcohol. Lena, she mumbled. Yes, I love you. Always loved you. Always will, I know. I pulled the blanket over her. I know. Within minutes she was asleep, breathing deep and steady. I sat on the edge of the bed, watching her. This woman who loved me so completely, it destroyed her. Who kept my pictures like prayers. Who could not move on, no matter how hard she tried. And I realized something sitting there in the dark. I did not want her to move on, did not want her to stop loving me, did not want anyone else. I wanted her, flaws and all, control issues and all, obsession and all, because no one would ever love me the way Monica did, with everything she had, with no holding back, with a devotion that scared me, and thrilled me and made me feel alive. I laid down beside her, just for a moment, just to feel close to her again. Her arm came around me in sleep, pulled me against her body, and I let myself stay, let myself feel this, let myself admit what I had been denying, for a year. I never stopped loving her. I never would. I woke to morning light, streaming through the windows. For a moment I forgot where I was. Then I felt her arm still around me, saw the wall of photographs, remembered. I tried to move to slip away before she woke, before this got more complicated, but her arm tightened, her eyes opened. Don't, she said, voice rough from sleep and alcohol. Don't leave yet, Monica. I turned to face her. Last night was perfect, she finished. Last night was perfect, just holding you, having you here. It was everything, but it cannot happen again, I said, even though I did not mean it. She propped herself up, looking at me with those intense black eyes. We both know you felt it too, felt right, being here, being with me, because we do not work. We hurt each other, so, we try again. She touched my face. We do it different this time. Better. I will work on my issues. You work on yours. We meet in the middle. It is not that simple. Why not? She challenged. You broke up with Hazel. I am here. We both still love each other. What else matters? Everything that went wrong before, I said. The control, the suffocation. I cannot go back to that. I am not asking you to. She sat up fully. I am saying let's start over. New rules, new boundaries, new us. Monica, I was crying now. I want that. I want you, but I am scared. Scared it will happen again. Scared I will lose myself again. Then we make sure you don't. She wiped my tears. We communicate. We compromise. We love each other, but we also let each other breathe. You promise. I promise, she said firmly. I would rather have you free and happy, than caged and miserable. I learned that the hard way, but I learned. I looked at her, saw the sincerity, saw the change, saw the woman who loved me trying to be better. I have to go, I said, but my heart was not in it. Okay, she let me up, did not grab me, did not beg, just watched me dress. At the door I turned back. She was standing in the bedroom doorway. Strong, beautiful, broken mine. Monica, I said, yes, I love you too. I never stopped, I just got scared. She smiled, small and sad and hopeful. I know, give me time, I said, let me figure out what I need, what we need, and maybe we can try again. I will wait, she said simply. However long it takes, I will wait for you. I left before I could change my mind, before I could run back into her arms, before I could make promises I was not sure I could keep. In my car, I sat for a long time, looking up at her window, seeing her silhouette, watching me leave, and I knew that I was going to go back. Knew that we were not done, knew that loving her was inevitable. As breathing, I just needed time to be brave enough to admit it. A month passed. I did not see Monica, did not crawl, did not drive by her store. Gave us both space to think, to breathe, to figure out what we wanted. But I thought about her constantly, about that wall of photos, about her promise to change, about the way she held me in sleep like I was precious. Then Hazel called. Can we talk? She asked. In person? Sure. I met her at a coffee shop. Neutral territory. She looked good, happy, even, her black hair shiny, her smile genuine. How are you? I asked. Good actually, she said. Really good. I am glad. I wanted to tell you in person. She took a breath. I am seeing someone. Seriously, the woman from before, Ray. I waited to feel hurt. Felt nothing. That is great, Hazel. I mean it, really. She looked relieved. I was worried you would be upset. No, I smiled. You deserve to be happy. We both do. Speaking of, she leaned forward. Have you talked to your ex, Monica? Not in a month, but you want to. It was not a question. Yes, I admitted. I think I do. Then do it, Hazel said gently. Stop punishing yourself for what you feel. Stop running. Just go to her. It is complicated. Love always is. She touched my hand. But Lena, I saw the way you looked when you talked about her. The way your whole face changed. That is real. That is worth fighting for. Even after everything that went wrong. Especially after, Hazel said, because you know the problems now. You can work on them. You can do it right this time. We talked for another hour. About her new relationship. About my confusion. About how we were better as friends than lovers. When we hugged goodbye, she whispered, go get her before you lose her for good. I drove home thinking about Hazel's words about Monica, waiting about time running out. That night, it rained, heavy autumn rain, that pounded my roof. I sat by the window watching it fall, and I made a decision. Tomorrow, I would go to Monica, would tell her I was ready, would stop running, and start fighting for us. Tomorrow, I would finally come home. The next morning, I awoke to my phone ringing. Nina calling at 8 a.m. Never. Good news. Hello. I answered. Lena, have you talked to Monica lately? She sounded worried. Not in a month. Why? I saw her yesterday at the grocery store. Nina said she looked terrible, like she had been crying for days. I tried to talk to her, but she just left. My heart clenched. Is she okay? I do not think so, Nina said gently. I think she needs you. I hung up, got dressed, started to leave, then stopped, thought about what to bring, what to say, how to show her. I meant it this time. Banana cake, her favorite. I used to make it for her on hard days. I found the recipe, bought ingredients, spent 2 hours baking, trying to make it perfect. By noon, I was standing outside her apartment with a still warm cake in my hands, heart pounding, nervous and hopeful, and terrified. I knocked, waited, heard movement inside. The door opened and my heart broke. Monica looked worse than before. Her eyes were swollen from crying. Her gray-black hair was unwashed. She wore the same sweatpants from a month ago. Lena, hi. I held up the cake. I made your favorite. She stared at it, then at me, then tears filled her black eyes. Why are you here? she whispered. Because I heard you were struggling. I said, because I care, because I could not stay away anymore. Hazel told you to come. Her voice was bitter. You feel sorry for me? No. I stepped closer. Hazel and I are done. Really done. She is with someone else. Happy. And I am here because I want to be. Not because anyone told me to. She looked at me. Really looked. Seeing the truth in my face. Can I come in? I asked gently. She moved aside. Let me enter. The apartment was cleaner than last time. But she was not. She was falling apart, breaking under the weight of loving me. I set the cake on the counter, turned to her, and did what I came to do. I walked to her, wrapped my arms around her, held her as tight as I could. She stood stiff for a moment, then collapsed into me, crying so hard her whole body shook. I am sorry, I whispered into her hair. I am so sorry for everything, for leaving, for hurting you, for taking so long to come back. I thought you were done with me, she sobbed. Thought you moved on, thought I lost you forever. You never lost me. I pulled back to look at her. I lost myself for a while, got scared, ran away, but I am here now. Really here. For how long? She asked. Until you get scared again, until I mess up again, for as long as you will have me. I cupped her face. I love you, Monica. I never stopped. I just needed time to figure out how to love you, and keep myself. But I know now. I know we can do this, Lena. Her voice broke. I mean it, I said firmly. I want to try again. Do it right this time. Will you let me? Will you take me back? She looked at me with so much hope it hurt. Are you sure? Completely. I smiled through my own tears. I am sure. I love you. I choose you. I want you. She kissed me then, desperate, hungry, full of a month of missing me, a year of missing me, a lifetime of loving me. I kissed her back with everything I had, poured all my love and regret and hope into it. When we broke apart, we were both crying, both laughing, both holding each other like we might disappear. I love you so much, she said against my lips. So much it scares me. I know. I kissed her again. I love you too, the scary kind, the kind that does not go away. She lifted me suddenly, strong arms wrapping around me, carrying me toward the bedroom. The cake. I laughed. Later she said, right now, I need you, need to feel you, need to know this is real. It is real. I promised. I am real. We are real. She laid me on the bed under all those photographs of us and showed me exactly how much she missed me. Her hands were gentle, reverent, like I was something sacred. She thought she lost. She undressed me slowly, kissing every inch of skin revealed, her rough fingers tracing patterns. I remembered patterns that made me gasp. I missed this, she whispered. Missed you, missed us. I am here now. I pulled her closer. I am not going anywhere. She kissed me deep, her tongue finding mine, her strong body pressing me into the mattress. I tugged at her shirt. She helped me remove it, then her sweatpants until we were both bare, skin against skin, heart against heart. She touched me carefully, learning me again, finding all the places that made me moan, made me arch, made me call her name. Her mouth moved down my neck, my collarbone lower, taking her time, building the pleasure slowly. When her tongue found where I needed her most, I cried out, gripped the sheets, lost myself in sensation. She knew my body, like a map she had memorized, knew exactly how to touch me, how to taste me, how to bring me higher and higher, until I was trembling. Monica, I gasped, please. When I came, it was like coming home, like everything clicking into place, like my body remembering where it belonged. She did not stop, kept going until I came, again and again, until I was boneless, breathless, complete. She crawled up my body, kissed me softly, let me taste myself on her lips. My turn, I whispered. I rolled us over, her strong body under mine, her black eyes watching me with love and want and trust. I kissed down her muscular frame, her defined shoulders, her abs lower. When I reached between her legs, she was already so ready. I used my mouth on her. She gripped my hair, moaned my name, let herself be vulnerable in ways she rarely did. Lena, she breathed.
I am close. Let go, I said against her. I have you, she did. Came calling my name, her strong body shaking, her hands pulling me up to kiss her through it. After we lay tangled together, both sweaty, both satisfied, both home. Stay with me, she said. Not just tonight. Stay, move in, be with me. Really be with me. Are you sure? I asked. That is fast. We already lost a year, she said. I do not want to waste more time. I want you here in my bed, in my life every day. What about my space? I asked carefully. My independence. You keep your own workspace, she said. Your own friends, your own life. I just want to share mine with you, not control yours. Okay, I said. Yes, I will move in. We will do this right. She smiled, bright and beautiful and relieved. We made love again, slower this time, tender, reconnecting, not just physically but emotionally, spiritually, completely. Later we ate the banana cake in bed, fed each other, laughed, talked about everything, about rules and boundaries and how to make this work. I will work on trusting, she promised. On not needing to know everything, on letting you breathe, and I will work on communicating, I said, on telling you when I feel suffocated instead of just running. We will mess up, she said. Probably. I agreed. But we will fix it together as a team. As a team, she kissed me. I like that. That night, I slept in her arms under the photographs of us in the home we were building, and for the first time in over a year, I felt complete, felt right, felt like I was exactly where I belonged, with the woman who loved me enough to let me go, and loved me enough to take me back. The next few weeks were like falling in love again, but better this time, healthier. I moved into Monica's apartment, slowly, brought my things bit by bit, set up my workspace in the spare room she cleared for me. This is yours. I will not come in unless you invite me. Thank you. I meant it. Having my own space made all the difference. We set ground rules. She would not check my phone. I would tell her where I was going, not because she demanded it, but because I wanted to. We would trust each other, communicate, compromise. If I am being controlling, she said, tell me, do not let it build up. If I am pulling away, I said, ask me why. Do not let me run. We promised to work on ourselves, on us, on building something that lasted. Monica reopened the store. I helped redesign the website, created new marketing materials, used my graphic design skills to help her business. You are good at this, she said, watching me work. I am good at a lot of things. I smiled. You just have to let me do them. I know. She kissed the top of my head. I am learning. We went hiking on weekends, camped under stars, traveled to new places, but this time it felt different, felt equal, felt like partnership, not possession. Where do you want to go? She would ask. Not where are we going, but where do you want to go? The difference was everything. We had dinner with Nina and my friends. Monica was charming, friendly, let me have space with them without hovering. She seems different, Nina said, when Monica went to the bathroom. Better. She is trying, I said. We both are. I am proud of you. Nina squeezed my hand for not giving up, for fighting for what you want. At night. We made love, sometimes passionate, sometimes tender, always connected, always honest about what we needed. I need you closer, she would say. I need some air, I would say. One night, she was looking at her phone, something stressed her. What is wrong? I asked. Store bills, she said. Sales have been down. I think I might have some problems soon. Let me see. I moved beside her. She showed me the numbers, the declining sales, the overdue bills I could see in the stack on her desk. Let me help, I said. I can organize these, call suppliers, reach out to people who might advertise. We can fix this together. You would do that? She looked surprised. Of course, I said. We are a team, remember, your problems are my problems. She pulled me into her arms. I love you too, I said. Now show me what needs to be done. We stayed up late, making plans, calling in favors, figuring out solutions. And I realized something sitting there with her. This was what I wanted. Not the perfect, easy relationship, but the real one, the one where we worked through problems together, where we supported each other, where we were partners in everything. Over the next month, the store problems got worse. Sales kept declining. More bills came overdue, A key supplier threatened to stop deliveries if Monica could not pay what she owed. I watched her stress build, watched her get anxious, distracted, tired. "Talk to me," I said. One night, she was staring at paperwork. Had not spoken in an hour. "The numbers do not work," she said. "I do not know how to fix this. We will figure it out." I moved beside her. "What if we do a sale, big promotion? Get people in the door, that costs money to advertise." "I can design everything," I said. "Post it online, reach out to local hiking groups. Make it happen." She looked at me. "You would do that?" "I am doing it." I opened my laptop. "Tell me what products to feature." We worked together. I designed beautiful promotions, posted them everywhere. Reached out to everyone I knew who hiked or camped. "Sale this weekend at Summit Ridge Outfitters. 20% off, come support local business." The response was better than we'd dared to hope. People shared the post, left comments, promised they'd come by. That weekend, the shop was crowded, busier than it had been in months. Monica was smiling again, moving from customer to customer, answering questions, showing gear, ringing up sales. I stayed at the register, processing payments, handing over bags, thanking everyone for supporting us. By closing time, we were exhausted, but for the first time in a long while, we felt hopeful. "This will get me through this month," Monica said, counting the cash. "Good." I wrapped my arms around her. "We'll do more, whatever it takes." But the next week, a new problem hit. Supplier who had threatened her before called again. He said he needed payment by Friday, or he was done. "I don't have it," Monica said, "not all of it." "How much do you need?" I asked. She told me, and my stomach sank. It was a lot, more than I had in savings, more than she could possibly make in a week. "Let me call some people," I said. "See if anyone can help. Loan us some until sales pick up." "Us?" She looked at me carefully. "Yes, us," I repeated, steady. "Your problems are mine, remember." I started calling around, friends, family, explaining what was happening, asking if anyone could pitch in, even a little. Nina sent money. My cousin sent some. A few other friends gave what they could. By Thursday, we had half. Still short, but closer. "I'll talk to the supplier," Monica said. "See if he'll take a partial payment. Give me more time." She called him, negotiated. Promised the rest in 2 weeks. He agreed, barely. We had 2 weeks to come up with the rest. 2 weeks to save the store. The weight of it was crushing. I could see it pressing down on Monica, see her growing more tense, more anxious, more afraid. But she was trying so hard not to let it spill onto me, trying to shoulder it alone, to shield me from her stress. "You don't have to protect me," I told her. "Let me help carry this. I'm used to doing things alone," she admitted. "You're not alone anymore," I reminded her. "You have me." She pulled me into her arms. "I don't know what I did to deserve you. You loved me," I said simply. "Even when I didn't deserve it. Even when I ran, you never stopped loving me." The pressure kept climbing. We worked every single day, trying to keep the store alive. I overhauled the entire website, built new social media campaigns, reached out to bloggers and influencers, did everything I could think of to bring in more customers. Monica put in brutal hours, kept the doors open late, attended trade shows, bargained with suppliers, tried every angle to keep things afloat. But it was wearing us down, especially her. She stopped sleeping properly, jolting awake at 3 a.m. to check numbers, make lists, worry. "Come back to bed," I'd say. "I can't," she'd answer. "Too much to do." She stopped eating right. Would forget meals, drink coffee instead. Work until she nearly collapsed. "You need to take care of yourself," I said. "I will," she promised. After I fixed this, then one day she snapped. I was helping organize the storage room, accidentally knocked over a box. Some items spilled. "Can you be more careful?" Monica said, her voice sharp, angry. "It was an accident I do not have time to fix." She was picking things up roughly. "I have 1,000 things to do, and now I have to deal with this." "I will clean it up." I knelt to help. "Just leave it." She stood. "Go do something else."
You are not helping. The words stung. I stood too. I have been helping every single day, doing everything I can. Well, it is not enough. She was yelling now. Nothing is enough. The bills keep coming. The customers are not coming fast enough. I am going to lose everything. You are not going to lose everything, I said calmly. We are going to fix this. How? She threw her hands up. How are we going to fix this? With your social media posts, with your pretty designs. That is not enough, Lena. It is not going to save me. Tears filled my eyes. I am trying my best. She saw my face, saw what she had done, and the anger drained out of her immediately. Oh God. She moved toward me. Lena, I am sorry. I did not mean that. I am just stressed and scared, and I took it out on you. I know. I stepped back, but you cannot do that. You cannot lash out at me when things get hard. You are right. She looked devastated. I am so sorry. You have been amazing. You have done more than anyone could ask. I was being cruel because I am terrified. Then tell me you are terrified. I said, tell me you are scared. Do not attack me. I know she was crying now. I am sorry. Please forgive me. I love you. I did not mean any of it. I moved to her, let her hold me. I forgive you. But Monica, you have to learn to handle stress without hurting the people you love. I will, she promised. I will do better. I swear. We held each other in the storage room, both crying, both scared, both trying so hard to make this work. We are going to be okay, I said. The store is everything. We are going to make it through this. How do you know? She asked. Because we love each other, I said, and because we are a team, and teams do not give up. She kissed me soft and grateful and full of love. Thank you, she whispered, for staying, for helping, for loving me even when I am difficult. Always. I promised through everything. Always. After that day, things shifted. Monica let me in more, let me help more, stop trying to handle everything alone. We made a plan together, sat at the kitchen table with all the bills, all the numbers, everything laid out. Okay, I said. We have 2 weeks to make this money. What can we do? I could take out a loan. That just creates more debt. I shook my head. What if we do another big sale, bigger than before, really advertise it? That could work. She looked hopeful. And I can reach out to outdoor bloggers. I continued. Offer them free gear to review. Get more eyes on the store. You think people would do that for free gear? Yes. I smiled. Let me handle the marketing. You handle the inventory. We do this together. We worked late into the night. I designed flyers, created email campaigns, reached out to every contact I had. Monica organized the store, created attractive displays, made sure they had enough popular items in stock. Friday night before the sale, Monica could not sleep. She paced the apartment, checked her phone constantly. Worried. Come here, I said from the couch. She came, sat beside me. I pulled her head onto my lap, ran my fingers through her grey-black hair. Whatever happens this weekend, I said softly. We will figure it out. If the sale works, great. If it does not, we try something else. But we do not give up. What if I lose the store? She asked quietly. Then we start over, I said. Build something new together. The store is not who you are. It is just a place. It is my life, she said. No. I made her look at me. I am your life. You are mine. Everything else is just details. She sat up, kissed me deeply. I love you so much. I love you too, I said. Now come to bed. You need rest for tomorrow. That night she slept in my arms. Finally peaceful, finally trusting that we would handle whatever came. Saturday morning, the store opened early and people came. Lots of people. The sale drew big crowds. The influencers posted or followers showed up. Local news even came by to cover it. Monica was in her element, helping customers, sharing her knowledge about gear, making sales. I worked the register, chatted with people, thanked them for supporting us. By the end of the day, we were exhausted, but the register was full. We had made good money. Maybe enough. Sunday was even better. Word of mouth brought more people. We sold out of several popular items. When we closed Sunday night, Monica counted everything. Her hands were shaking. "Well," I asked. "We did it." She looked up with tears in her eyes. "We made enough. Enough to pay the supplier. Enough for this month's bills. Enough to breathe." I screamed, jumped into her arms. We spun around the empty store, laughing and crying. "We did it," I said. "We actually did it." "You did it," she corrected. "Your ideas. Your work. Your help. I could not have done this without you." "We did it together," I said. "Team. Remember team. Best team ever." That night, we celebrated, opened a bottle of wine, ordered takeout, sat on the floor of her apartment, exhausted. "I was so scared," she admitted, "thought I was going to lose everything." "But you did not," I said. "We did not. We fought and we won. This time," she said. "But what about next time? What if there is another crisis?" "Then we handle it together," I said. "Just like this time. We make a plan. We work hard. We do not give up." She pulled me close. "How did I get so lucky? Finding you, getting you back, having you love me." "I am the lucky one," I said. "You never gave up on me. Even when I gave up on us, you kept loving me, kept waiting. That takes strength, or stubbornness, or love." I kissed her, the kind that does not quit. We made love that night, celebratory, joyful, grateful for everything we had overcome, everything we had together. And I knew no matter what came next, no matter what problems or challenges or crises, we would face them together because that is what love was. Not avoiding the hard stuff, but walking through it hand in hand, supporting each other, being a team. And we were the best team I could imagine. Winter came to Silverbridge. The first snow fell, the mountains turned white, everything slowed down. The new competitor store opened. Some customers went there, but most stayed with Monica, because we had done the work, offered the consultations, started the hiking group, built a community. "People keep telling me they love the personal touch," Monica said one evening we were closing the store together. "They say the other place is too big, too impersonal." "See," I smiled. "I told you you have something they cannot compete with." The store survived, thrived, even sales stayed steady through winter. Bills got paid, the crisis passed. At home, things were good too. Monica was learning, getting better at handling stress, at communicating instead of lashing out. "I am feeling overwhelmed," she would say now, instead of snapping. And I would listen, would help, would remind her she was not alone. We spent winter evenings curled up together, fire burning, snow falling outside, planning our future. "I want to take you back to Eldoria," she said one night. "Do it right this time. Not running from problems, just celebrating us." "I would love that," I said. And maybe she hesitated. "Maybe we could look at getting a house together, something with space for both of us. A yard, a real home." "You want to buy a house with me?" I asked. "I want to build a life with you," she said. "A real permanent life. Is that okay?" "It is more than okay." I kissed her. "It is everything." We talked late into the night, about what we wanted, where we wanted to live, how we wanted our life to look. "I do not want to get married. I feel, that feels too official, too much pressure." "I do not need marriage," she agreed. "I just need you committed partners together." "Forever?" I asked. "Forever," she promised. Spring came eventually. The snow melted, flowers bloomed, the hiking trails opened. We led our first group hike together. 20 people showed up. Monica talked them through the trails, taught them about safety, about honoring the land and leaving it as they found it. I moved around with my camera, capturing moments, posting photos online, helping our little community grow even more. "This is perfect," she said at the summit, gazing out over Silverbridge. "This life, this town, it really is." I agreed. We'd survived so much. Breaking up, finding our way back. Money problems, new competition, stress, arguments, and all the messy, painful parts in between. But we made it. We didn't just survive. We became stronger. Because that's what real love does. It doesn't run from the hard things. It walks straight through the fire, and comes out forged, stronger, sharper, better. 1 year after we got back together, we stood in that same place again. The spot where we first met, where I got lost, and she found me. Do you remember? She asked. Of course, I said. You saved me that day. No, she said softly, eyes on mine. You saved me. You gave me purpose, gave me love, gave me a reason to be better. Thank you for watching Fantasy Hub. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share your thoughts in the comments. Until next time, bye bye.